What's up, everybody? It is your boy SWEMO, not in our normal location, looking bad. Poor lighting, poor sound, probably. But I am hard at work for you, and for me, for us, and for all of the Never a Phase network. See, this is going to be a little different one today. In a minute here, we're going to jump to an interview that your elder emo mom, Cam, did with the Emo Kids official cover band, which is one of the premier emo night bands going around the country. They play actual live covers of your favorite emo songs, and they put on a whole concert. It's an experience. It's like going to see 50 different bands in one night, and it's a lot of fun. You might know those guys from an earlier episode of our show where you knew them as My Side of Paradise, and they talked about a song that they had done and some music that they were working on. So kind of a second bite of the apple here. But I wanted to come on real quick. Wanted to introduce, you're going to kick to Cam, in case you don't know who Cam is. Cam was a part of the Never a Phase network, which this show and many others, like the Certified Fangirl podcast, like the Ska Mailman podcast, like Emo Kids Anonymous, like the Imperfect Dads podcast, and the Wasting Time podcast. Cam is a part of the Never a Phase network. You might know her from her series on the website, the Underexposed Artist series, where we've covered a lot of new up-and-coming bands and bands that just need a little more noise made about them. Anyway, Cam took a couple live interviews here recently. Why? Because we are preparing to be on the ground in Washington, D.C. this weekend for the Warped Tour. That's right. I won't be there, sadly. I'm going to be coordinating from the suburbs in Ohio, but we have a team from Never a Phase network that will be down there talking to some of your favorite artists. Like, I'm not going to say it yet because I don't want to spoil it and I don't want to ruin it, speak it into existence, and then it has to go away. Something has to go wrong. But I am shocked. We have 13 interviews lined up over the course of the weekend, and I am shocked at who we have access to, at least as of the time of this recording. You'll see them certainly on our social media. You'll see them probably on YouTube, but we'll also release those interviews here as part of the Never a Phase Network podcast. So lots of good things happening. And so this is just a little taste with the Emo Kids and Cam of what is to come. A bunch of live recorded interviews coming to you straight from Warped Tour in Washington, D.C. Very exciting times here at the Never a Phase Network. So if you haven't already, now would be a really good time to like and subscribe and follow all the places and all the things for the Never a Phase Network on YouTube and on Instagram and on TikTok. And of course, our website that's got great information now. You can follow me anywhere as the SWEMO Guy. That is where I am on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I am the SWEMO Guy. And you'll see all this stuff because I can't wait to show you who we're going to be talking to. Look, I'll give you one hint. All right. Anyone want to talk? Anyone want to talk to some space aliens, huh? Anyone want to talk to some space aliens? Anyone want to get some fluid on them? I think it's going to happen this weekend for the Never a Phase network. And that's one that's way out of our ballpark, but we're going for it anyway. So with that, it'll be a little shorter episode today, a little quicker. Be patient with the audio because I'm recording here in my office and then Cam was recording live. But good stuff here. Let's take it over now to not Emo Kids Anonymous, our friends, but the Emo Kids, the band, the cover band, who were getting ready to perform a show and talk about all the things that go into being one of the best emo cover bands and pop punk cover bands in the whole country. So let's kick it to Cam.
Hey, we're here with Emo Kids Official. All right, can you guys take a minute to introduce yourselves?
I'm the bass player, Randall.
I'm the lead singer, Jordan, the only one that matters.
On that note, I'm Jason, the drummer.
And I am the shrimp daddy. I'm Steve, guitar player.
All right, so you guys are a cover band.
We are.
That's cool. Tell me a little bit about how you guys got started. How did Emo Kids become a thing?
Jason.
Well, actually, no, it started before I joined, kind of. But I got a call from Jordan in a parking lot, and he was like, hey, do you want to join a cover band? And we joke about it now, because...
Yeah, so I was actually introduced to the idea by our our DJ Josh, who's not in this interview right now. I told him to come out here, but he's slacking. He's like, hey man, we should do an emo cover band. And I was like, all right, but who would play in this band? He's like, well, you could drum and I could play bass. I'm like, we got a ways to go. So it kind of fell apart, but I was like, that's an interesting idea. And then there was a cover band that came to our local bar at Cruisers in Huntington Beach. And I lived there at the time, so I went there. I was like, oh, this is actually fun. And the guitar player was Sam, our guitarist, who's not in this interview right now because he's stressing about something in the venue right now. But I was like, oh man, he actually he was a really good guitarist. One thing that stood out to me was how he slayed the solo in the middle. And so I came up to him after the show and I was like, dude, if you ever need a backup drummer, let me know because I know all these songs. I grew up with these songs. I don't even have to practice. I know all these songs. It's like, this is our drummer's last show. And I was like, whoa, okay, well. So I started actually playing in his band as the drummer. Long story short, Randall kind of joined at one point. We changed bass players. I was like, I know a bass player. And Randall and I have been playing together since we were like 14 years old.
Yeah, no, I expected to play a couple of shows, and here I am, 3.
And I was like, yeah, man, we're just gonna play some local shows, around Los Angeles, and now we're here in Virginia, playing all over the country. So yeah, Randall joined the band. Long story short, our singer was a dickhead, and so we decided to change it up, and we actually had another singer. We started a brand new project. We wanted to figure out what the name of the band was, and first, we were going to go with Emo Dads, but we luckily chose Emo Kids instead. I think it would have limited us a little bit and sounded maybe weird and creepy. But so we started Emo Kids. We actually, on Craigslist, were looking for a singer. And Sam was actually the only guitar player. So he'd play guitar and then loop guitar. So he'd actually play 2 guitar parts at the same time, which was very technical and crazy. And he hated it. He hated every second of it. So we're trying to find a guitar player that actually sang. Found someone on Craigslist. Found out real quickly it's better if you just sang. It's too much to do both, maybe and then we had our first show, and our first show as Emo Kids was the weekend of my birthday, and I was like, dude, guys, can I have my buddy play drums for some of the songs so I can just play guitar because I'm always drumming. I wanted to play something play guitar up. I enjoy that as well, and so I called Jason up, and I'm like, Jason, do you still play drums? That's what he's talking about. I called him, and I guess he was in a parking structure. I don't know what he was doing, being creepy and weird in a parking structure.
That just happened to be where I was.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just answered.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, you still playing drums? I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, yeah, do you want to join a cover band? It's like the same thing with Randall. It's like, you want to join a cover band? We're just going to, play some shows locally, whatever. He's like, yeah, man, I think I could do that. Then I sent him a list of all the songs, and he's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, right? Yeah, about halfway through practicing all the songs, I was like, I don't know if I could do this. I may have to call Jordan and, give him the word.
Oh,
but
no.
I just pushed through, and I'm still here.
So, yeah. The first practice we had, so Sam was like, oh, I don't want to play with another drummer. I love playing with you. You're like a great drummer. And so Jason joined us for one practice, and then it was only supposed to be 4 songs, and then Sam's like, how about you play 15 instead? So Jason and I both had to learn 15 songs on guitar for me and drums for him. And we played the first show. I actually played drums for the first half of the show, and then Jason came up on stage, and then we played as a 5-piece. So we started as a 4-piece, and we played as a 5-piece for the half the show. And then pretty much after that, it was just like, hey, do you just want to be our drummer? And I was like, okay, cool. I'll be a bass, or I'll be the guitar player and sing backups or whatever. Then our singer was having issues remembering lyrics, and remembering lyrics in a cover band is the worst thing you can forget. No one gives a shit what everyone else is fucking up with, but if you can't remember lyrics, it's not good for a cover band.
Yeah.
So we actually had a residency at Venice West in California, and we had complaints that our singer didn't remember a song, so they canceled our residency. And we're like, well, shit, what do we do? And so I was like, well, I think I can maybe do it. I knew I could sing the songs, but I didn't know if I could sing it for 2 hours straight. And then Randall is always in my corner, so he's like, no, you're not a lead singer, dude. You suck.
We love an honest friend.
So, you're right. Exactly. So I was like, let me see how I can do singing. We played our first show, and it went well enough for Randall to not be a dickhead to me. So
That's nice. Encouraging.
And then Randall had some family issues, and we had a show coming up, and we're like, he had to go to Miami. We had a show in LA, and I was like, oh shit, we need a bass player. And I was like, who should we ask?
Shrimp Daddy to the rescue.
Yeah, so we added Steve. We also got the diversity check.
Yeah,
He's our token.
You're not 20% diverse DEI.
We got our DEI hire. We have our DEI hire.
I have to tell this part of the story real
Yeah,
quick.
it's a great story.
I was like, I'm going to call Steve tonight, guys. I think he'd be great for the position. And I called him around 8 p.m. some random Tuesday
On a
or Wednesday. Yeah.
which he never does.
I never do. So when he answered, it's like he knew already. But I asked him, I told him what was going on, and it's like he already knew, and he said yes. And then I got to tell him before we were going to end the conversation to hang up the call. He goes, wait. Oh, do you want me to play bass or guitar?
I thought it was what instrument am I playing?
Pretty much.
Well, no, here's a real story. Jason called me and I was like, hey, buddy. And I had known that all the emo kids like was in the air because of the posts on Instagram and I've been following them. And Jason called me and we talk all the time, but mostly through text. So he called me on a Wednesday. I was like, I know it because this is not the first time Jason had called me to asked me to be in a band with him.
Okay, this
on
is
a
like
random
a thing you
Hey, buddy.
yeah,
we go way
a
back,
decade
yeah.
earlier, he had called me, asked me to play guitar with his band, and I filled in, and I ended up joining that band. So when he called me that night, I was like, "Oh, I know what this is about." And this is exactly how the conversation goes. He says, "Hey, Steve, what's up, man? I just wanted to ask you if you'd be willing to." Yes. Literally cut him off. I was like, "Yes, I know what you're gonna ask me. I'm down." And then we talked. We were we were talking about the set, all this. And then I was like, "Wait, what am I playing?"
Yeah.
So Steve's a multi-instrumentalist, so it didn't really matter. He's just like, I'm in. Now what am I doing?
Kazoo, fucking drums, triangle. I don't care. Just
We're trying out the
get me in.
recorder.
And he would crush it. It didn't matter what instrument it was. He would crush it.
So I played bass for them to fill in for Randall for 2 shows. And then when Randall came back, the guys were like, do you want to just play rhythm guitar for us? I was like, done. Done. So that's our happy little family.
Yeah, so that's the funniest part is like, yeah, just Steve was just like, I'll join. I didn't even think of Steve because he lives in San Diego, and then maybe the geography of whoever's listening might not understand, but that's like a 2-hour drive without traffic. And so he was living in San Diego at the time, so I didn't even think of Steve. But like Jason Lynn approaches us, he's like, all right, guys, how about Steve? I'm like, I think the same thing before I even finish a sentence. I'm like, fuck yeah. But I've always known Steve as a bass player. And then when it kind of came across everyone like, oh,
down for the count, you're a guitarist, right? You did?
yeah. So I always knew him as bass player, but then the proposition of him becoming rhythm, and I was like, oh, he plays rhythm. He's like, motherfucker, I used to play lead, dude.
That was actually my selling point, is that I could sing.
Oh, that was one of the selling points for me.
You're rapping when we first write.
He was rapping at the
I
time.
was rapping, but we didn't incorporate that into our set yet. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was doing rap. So I guess, is that the end of the story? I guess that's it.
It's the end of the story.
Well, that's the end of the formation of Emo Kids. Yeah.
I feel like I could have a whole hour with you because it sounds like you've got a whole bunch of lore.
There I am, the shrimp daddy.
An hour with
Ask how many shrimp I can catch. Just ask me, okay?
All right, question 2.
To make better use of time. So I hear you guys have a pretty broad set. You guys have a pretty strong repertoire.
Yeah.
Are there any bands or songs that you don't have in your repertoire yet that you want to have?
Ooh, man.
Like,
Well,
can't
let me first answer the question. There are a ton of bands that we would love to play that no one would fucking know. And it wouldn't make for a very good emo night because we'd have a lot of blank stares.
It's a popularity contest, for sure.
Yeah, we kind of have to play to the lowest common denominator. We always say, like, if we played a set of just our favorite music, no one would come to our show. It would be a very, very small crowd. But anyone else want to answer that question?
And there are bands that we should be playing as well that we don't. I think part of it is just because of our style. Like, for example, we don't have any Green Day songs, which is actually a very, very...
There's actually a reason why.
There is a reason, but we all love Green Day. We all grew up on Green Day, but...
Green Day was our entry drug, or whatever.
But it hasn't really found its place yet. And then, ironically, people ask us to play Green Day, and just because we're assholes, we're like, well, now we're not going to play Green Day, because you keep asking us.
That's the real reason why I don't play Green Day. We used to get requests, like... It's actually literally one show. This girl just every song would request Green Day. And we got so just annoyed. We're like, now we're never playing Green Day ever again. And now it's a joke for us to not play Green Day. Not because we don't like Green Day, but because we hate that girl.
That is
we should
a
play
little
Misery
dramatic.
Business. That's the only one we do.
Misery Business. Well, we tried. I'm not a girl, so I can't really sing that high. So we have to like drop tune it a little bit. And we try to play everything the same key and tempo as the original track.
If you just practice,
If I just
you're
maybe
not working hard.
just
Hear it.
have
Not-
like a helium balloon, just like
I could just
I'm
do
not
one
gonna
of
do it.
these.
Ugh,
the whole time.
just kick me in the nuts. Yeah. Yeah, there's what else? I mean, I would love to play Letter Kills, but again, I don't think anyone would know that.
Oh yeah, if we want to go into like deep core emo, like
Tell me,
Circa
yeah.
Survive, Thrice.
Yeah, who would you play? if you could
Thrice
play
hasn't done
anyone?
well. We used to play Artist in the Ambulance, didn't really ever do well.
What else?
I mean, there are those certain songs that some people will know, not maybe the whole crowd, but
Yeah.
some people will know. Like, I want to play Alkaline Trio, but I get shot down a lot on that.
I would support you playing Alkaline Trio any day of the week.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. We try to introduce some songs, and it just even songs I'm like this should do okay, and it just doesn't at all. It like falls flat. Like we actually added a used song. What was it called? I can't even remember the name. But I was like so excited. Sam was so excited. We played it and just. Yeah. It starts with a P, I think.
You know what'd be cool is Armor for Sleep.
I don't know the name.
I would love to play Armor for
No, I
Sleep.
just hit
I'd love to play Armor for Sleep. It just, I don't think it would do well. Like Homegrown. I grew up on Homegrown. I love them too.
I know controversial. I love Brand New. I play it.
We do play Brand New every once in a while.
But you think
Okay.
it would be bigger. It's just not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that answers your question. There's probably like a lot of bands we could probably mention that we'd want to play, but just we
goes on and on. Yeah.
there's so
not
much.
enough time in a night to play a whole set of what everyone wants to
We
hear.
got to
That's
make room
fair,
for all
yeah.
the small things.
Yeah, right. And we do try to keep it to one song per band. We never duplicate artists when we play. So every single song will have just one artist. But there's so much stuff, which is great because every single time we go to a new town, we have a brand new set list. We're like, I literally look at what the set list was from the last time we went to someplace, and we change it. Like if we have alternates and stuff. So
That's incredible.
yeah.
That is
And
impressive.
you can vote on our set list too before we come to any town. So keep an eye on that if you see us come by.
Yeah, that's amazing. We'll include that in the write up
Yeah.
for sure. So you guys also play in an original band, is that right?
We
Can you
do.
tell me about that?
Yeah, we're called My Side of Paradise. You know, when we started this, Steve was rapping. Randall he was in the cover band, I guess. Jason.
A couple originals. You were playing a couple originals.
Yeah, well, me and Randall were played in a couple of original bands together too.
Play with my sisters in a band called Brainward.
Okay.
Jason is in like 3 other bands outside of this band.
Yeah, outside of this band, I'll jump in with. I have a couple original bands I play with. When we were previously called Culprit, we're called Helm now. I've been with that band for over 15 years, so you know those guys are. Gets around a lot. I get around a lot.
He's a drum slut.
Aren't most drummers though?
I think they kind of are. They're like
Yeah.
drum slut, drums.
Rap.
I am a mom.
Oh, there you go. I'm a man.
Well, you have to come up for Stacy's mom tonight then.
Yeah, I think we are doing Stacey's mom tonight, so we'll have to have you come up.
Oh, man.
But so answer your question. I
Yeah.
mean, none of us were really like planning on doing an original project again. It was just like, I mean, we were just having fun doing the cover stuff, right? And then we were doing this across the country, and everyone's like, "Do you have any original songs? Like any original music?" And we're like, "No, we're a cover band. Like we don't play any original songs." But we kept like getting asked all the time, and so we're like, "Well, should we write some stuff?" And so, yeah, we decided to do a writing session in Joshua Tree, California, just kind of like secluded out in the desert. It's really hard, obviously. We like all have lives and things, and this obviously, so it keeps us really really busy. So we had to dedicate a weekend so we could actually focus on it.
That was fun.
It was
That was a good time.
it was a good time. Beautiful property out there in Joshua Tree, and we wrote the six songs the first time.
We did, yeah.
Wow.
And all those songs are online now.
They're all on Spotify. So, yeah, so under My Side of Paradise, that's the original project names. We actually are releasing a single next Friday. I'm not sure when this is coming out, but June 5th, we did a cover of Ellie Goulding's "Burn"
Oh.
in a rock and roll style. So you look forward to that. And we also have two we're releasing hopefully soon.
I got what we think is our best stuff.
Randall owes me a bridge to sing, but Steve and I tracked the hopefully final vocals earlier this week, right? Last week.
Yeah, probably midsummer release.
Yeah, so maybe have like 2 or 3 coming out. But we have probably an additional 4 or 5 after that. So we're trying to release it now. The new thing is releasing singles like every
Yes.
2 months or whatever. But we have about 8 songs in the upcoming right now. So
Awesome.
yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially getting like super creative. I know Randall's probably our main songwriter right now, so it's a good thing because he fucking does jack shit in this band.
I'm the wizard.
Steve is the producer, and Randall's mostly the writer. Between me and Randall, we're probably the primary writers, but yeah, we need to get a practice going this week though.
Awesome. All right. I have some fun ones for you now. So,
Those are fun. You get to talk a lot. It's fun for me.
Let's call these rapid fire.
Oh God. Good luck.
All right.
Yeah, he likes rapid fire.
You can each answer this for yourselves. I am a card-carrying Disney adult, so I have to know, if you were a Disney character, who would you be?
Dude, first of all, Randall thinks of you differently now. He used to date this girl that made him go to fucking Disneyland like every day.
Oh no.
Hey, warning sign number 1.
Right, red flag. Red flag.
Crazy eyes.
Mm.
Everybody out there.
Sorry.
2 things wrong.
Right. Cats, Disney adult,
3, okay, so
and
no, multiple.
what was the other one? Well, I hope she doesn't see this.
But which Disney character would you be?
Which I don't want to go first. Anyone have it?
Is Toy Story part of Disney?
Yes.
Okay, then I am. Mr. Potato Head, for sure.
Solid choice.
Yeah, just what do you go? Renaissance man, many faces.
I think that's perfect.
Thank you.
The first one that came to my mind,
Go
it's
with
weird, is Gus Gus from Cinderella. Yeah. I don't know. He's just super comfortable, just walks around with his belly out. And
He's very chill and very confident.
yeah, and I think she feeds him cheese,
Yes.
like little bites of cheese.
Jason loves cheese.
That's mine.
Yeah, nailed it.
You have one yet, Randall?
Maybe.
Rapid fire. Just
All right,
first one
I'm
comes to
gonna.
mind.
This is such a throwback, and I'm gonna date myself for sure. You remember the show Tailspin?
Yes.
Kit from Tailspin.
That's amazing.
I really wanted to surf on that fucking wing he had behind the plane. I don't know why. That's the first thing that came to mind. I'm sure I'm gonna be like in the shower later, be like, "Damn it, Aladdin!" Like something. I don't know, but that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Oh yeah, I take mine back. I'm Aladdin.
I thought you were gonna say Mulan.
No, I'm the
Oh yeah, Li Shang. I'm Li Shang.
culturally appropriate.
It's because you're Asian. That's why I said that.
I'd be the tramp, the dog, the lady in the tramp. I like
Tramp.
that.
You would.
Fun. That's-
You would.
You get to eat spaghetti.
It
Oh,
looks,
Yeah.
because it looks like a schnauzer, and I have 2 schnauzers and favorite dog.
Amazing.
wow. All different reasons for.
All right, now next one.
That was not rapid at all.
You have to answer for each other. You can't answer for yourselves.
Got it.
If we were giving out high school superlatives today, what would you guys win?
First of all, what is superlative?
It's like number one, like best smile.
Most likely to be president.
Yeah.
Most creative.
Randall act like he was kidding. He didn't know what that word meant.
That's okay. I actually get that's it's a question I do in my written interviews, and probably like 30% of them come back with most likely to Google what superlative is. So
Nice. All right.
Jordan would win.
No, you can't. Wait. You
yeah,
can't.
you can't answer for yourself. Somebody else has to answer for
Wait.
you.
Okay, I get it. Okay. So you go.
Jordan would win. What do you call it? Fucking class heartthrob. Fucking asshole.
I actually won best smile in my high school.
See? Told you.
Let's see. Do I go for
Just pick
someone else?
Steve is the most emo. For sure. This guy, I've never seen someone with the craziest mood swings I've ever seen in my life. The nicest guy, and then steer clear.
Fuck you.
Good to know.
All right, anyone else got one for someone else? Jason, you ran.
Steve would be.
Oh, Randall's the bouge queen. He's the bougiest.
Yeah.
He's the bougiest for sure.
Okay.
Always like yelping things. Always like this hotel doesn't smell good. Things like that.
You should see where we.
Okay. You have high standards.
I appreciate them.
Yeah, look at his
I
shoes.
respect-
Oh wait, you don't even have the
Respect
shoes on.
that.
This guy, I just like see him at the airport. He just like rolls up with like fully brand new clothing, everything. Oh, and he's got the trendy. Right now it's trendy, the camouflage. So yeah, I think his chick actually shops for him, but to keep him trendy, she's like, I don't want to be seen with you in public around my friends.
There's a reason why we work out.
I wish someone shopped for me, man.
Like, man,
Oh, I got one for Jason. The nicest. What is it? Like, what's the nicest guy?
Nice.
He's the nicest guy, the nice one. He's the nice one.
I did get
Class sweetheart. There you go.
I did get. I think it was in 8th grade. Most pleasant personality.
Yeah, see, there it is. There it is.
Okay.
Go.
Unless you add whiskey.
No more whiskey.
No more whiskey.
I am not gonna ask.
We got stories.
Anything else you guys want to say to the crowd? Anything you want to plug? Anything we should know?
We love you.
I was gonna say Emo Kids official on everything. URL, Instagram, TikTok. We got lots of covers, some kids songs if you have kids, like Row Your Boat, and yes, we got some merch.
Nice.
My Side of Paradise, which is
Man.
mysideofparadisemusic.com.
Yeah, our original project, definitely plug that. I mean, we have a podcast that we have been kicking off. It's starting to gain steam now. We just had Christian McElhaney of Ann Berlin and Acceptance. We had Jeff Rickley of Thursday.
Nice.
We have Jarrett Reddick from Bowling for Soup coming up. We have Motion City Soundtrack. We got Armor for Sleep actually talking about that. Homegrown, I think, as well. So it's called On Tour with Emo Kids. And we actually had a podcast originally where we just like shot the shit and like just literally talked about nothing, but the best part of it was talking about tour stories. And we're like, let's reformat this and like make it actually more interesting, because it was only interesting to us probably. But yeah, we're talking to some of the biggest legacy emo and pop punk artists about some of their wildest tour stories. And so we have 2 episodes out right now, but looking like we have a good list of guests coming up this summer. So check that out too. What else? Oh, we have Emo Kids Connect. We're not sure if we're going to keep naming it that, but I think it started as a joke that we actually did, which was an Emo Kids social app. It's not just dating. It's also to find friends. We might change the name to Scene Connect by the time this comes out. I don't know. But it's not an app for our band. It's an app for scene kids that want to meet other people in their towns, in their scenes. So it's actually unlocked right now, DC Metro area. So it actually shows all the artists that are coming through DC Metro. You can actually click on the show, see who's already going. See what people are interested in. If they want to be friends, if they're going solo, you can toggle that and find a show buddy to just go with, or find a nice date. If you're looking to date a nice emo honey. So we didn't want to a shrimp daddy. You can find your own shrimp daddy on the app too. So that's something we're working on. But yeah, we're always trying to do brand new things. And I know that was probably supposed to be another rapid fire question, but you know me, I like to talk.
No, it's cool. We love the talking. I'm so curious about this app though. Can we use it for Warped Tour?
You can. It's actually there's a QR code on stage right now. You can use it for Warped Tour. Actually, should we? So what we're doing is we're doing a flywheel, which is the app unlocks only in cities that we're playing, unless you vote for it enough to open up in your city before we play there. The reason why is we don't want to have open this up nationwide and there's like one person in your city, right? So we're trying to localize it so like people join in the cities and we unlock them as we play. That's the idea, but we're pretty new on that as well. We're still soft launching it tonight. So the official full launch, we're doing it. It was never a Phase Fest in Newport Beach, California, next Saturday, June 6th.
That is cool as hell.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So check that out. Spread the word.
Yes. Awesome. Well, Emo Kids official. Nice talking to you.
This show is a part of the Never a Phase Network, a collective of creators dedicated to keeping the spirit of the scene alive. Our network of creators make social media content, they share music news and reviews, and of course bring you great podcast content. For more information, please visit neveraphasenetwork.com and follow Never a Phase Network on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
When you become a dad, you have no idea what really to expect. As your kids get older, you realize that every parent is trying their best, but rarely has the time or space to talk about their experience. I'm Devin, and I host and produce the Imperfect Dads podcast. I believe every dad cares deeply about their family and needs a space to talk about it. Most of my conversations are with musicians, authors, social media personalities, podcast hosts, and everyday dads. I've even had on some of my favorite musicians, like Matt Pryor and Jim Suptic of the Get Up Kids, and everyone from Jason Isbell's band, The 400 Unit, Chad Gamble, Souther Vaden, Will Johnson, and Derry Dubora. Parenting challenges you and expands your definition of love in ways you'd never expect. The Imperfect Dads is where dads go to talk about their mental space, hopes, exhaustion, and humor that's all part of the journey. Find the Imperfect Dads podcast on your preferred platform, and make sure to follow us on Instagram or TikTok at the Imperfect Dads podcast.